Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alpha Bio, Mega, Meiou Taxes 3.0 and Novgorod. So the date is 26th of March 1381. It's about 986 days before we get a fort in Zaporozhye. But other than that, things are fairly peaceful. We keep drilling our armies, which is bringing in quite a lot of fruit. We are improving our army professionalism, which is also pretty nice. And we have just gotten a new merchant. I actually don't know why, but I think it might be... Although Novgorod is now a major center of trade, which it was before. There's nothing here. Oh, Zaporozhye is now a major center of trade. Okay, because that before was just a minor center of trade. So it upgraded itself and we now have an extra merchant. So where are we going to put that little fella? So we have one in Baltic Sea, one in Rusland, one in Ruthenia, one in Central Steppe. And the next one would be, I guess, Dniester and Vistula. Let's see, sort by our current trade power. So Dniester and Vistula would be the next logical step. Or the Black Sea. Black Sea has 179 total trade power in the node and worth of 3.38, while Dniester and Vistula has 2.72. So it's really just a question of whether we want to connect this or this. Well, I guess we have some trade power in Dniester and Vistula already, so it might be logical to send it there, though... Okay, let's send you there to transfer trade power. That should boost our trade slightly. But as you can see, it's 1.86. I think that when we started, it was just 0.74. So our cities are actually growing at a rapid pace that I have not much to do with. Because I have been mostly busy doing the major defensive and everything. I read your comments and a couple of things that I would like to point out. One thing that you brought to my attention is that I am mistaken about the tax and stuff. In truth be told, we have 100% autonomy in Zaporozhye. However, they are paying us tax, as you can see here. And not only that, you can also see it in the taxation here. They're paying us the full amount of tax here. So the autonomy has been revamped. It reduces our capability to extract resources here, for sure. Manpower, for sure. But these provinces now do play some role for us, which I have, before looking at this, thought not true. So they do plunder and they do hurt us when they, basically rape these provinces as much as they can. So we need to protect them better. They're not as worthless as I thought. They're probably also counting towards the manpower way more than I thought. It's going to be interesting to see when the autonomy starts to drop what the difference in the taxation will be. Now, Veliki Novgorod is about 2 times the size, but it's paying us about 2.5 as much. I don't know, it's iffy. I'll have to speak about this with the devs if there is some sort of information about what the exact effect is. Second thing you guys mentioned is that keeping up the manpower maintenance on top should increase the actual gain of manpower. I thought it would be weird, so I tested it out. It does not. Look at that. We have it at max, it's 124. When I drop it to 0, we will have still 124, I guarantee you that, because I tested that. If the game is gonna show a different number, I'm gonna be super mad. No, you can see here, still 124. So this you were wrong about, but again, I'm gonna check that when I can. Now the relations with the estates are slowly improving. We are at 48 with the nobles. So I started eyeballing some of the privileges again, but they mostly give us a huge hit At least, yeah, codified titles of the court would be kind of cool, but that's 35. So we would have 13. I think that the game monopoly should be our next target. Or the service commentation. And as a republic, I don't really have a problem with the noble courts or anything. We're a merchant republic, but I'm targeting the things. Promote prominent landlords nobility. That would make it. Now maybe this one. Open diplomatic service to all courtiers. I'll actually make it a bit harder for us to speak with people. Noble courts would make stuff much better in our empire, or in our republic, but the problem is we really can't do that. Oh, there's also forestry nobility. Okay, I think that might be a good one. This one, the first, that's definitely the game and forestry monopoly are the things that I'm gonna target. But before we do that, we need to improve our relations with them. So let's do. We could do a grand celebration soon, but right now let's arrange a strategic marriage again. Our knyaz is marrying one of the most important, the daughter of one of the most important nobles. So that's good. Apart from that, we have some rebels in Rife. There's gonna be 3,000 of them, but they get stuck at 80%, so I'm not entirely concerned about them. Our armies are still drilling, so that's kind of good. When they get to 90%, I will probably move them to Torzok and start drilling them there. The forts here will stay up, as you know. I have improved relations with most of my neighbors. It's looking much better now. Unfortunately, Sweden still hates my guts. There's not much I can do with that. They're just a historical rival, they're a rival and stuff. Lithuania likes us, but we hate them, so that's a bit problematic. But eventually they might be willing to deal with us in some more ways. Bashkiria, I don't know if we saw that or if it's a new one. I think that might be a new province discovered. Yeah, I think we're moving to. Yeah, we're definitely moving towards the east. So we discovered Bashkiria, which is a horde. Okay, great. More hordes. And I started transferring trade from Novosil, which we are allied with. I think from you as well, don't we? Transfer trade, where are you? No, so not you. But we're trying to... Oh no, we're trying to improve the relations with Tarusa because they would transfer trade to us. And they could be, well, they're a vassal, so... Well, but they would transfer the trade, so we want that to happen. Our dominance in this area has increased to 29% and to 29% in Baltic Sea, so that's kind of good. How much are we transferring from the trade? 0.14, okay, that's actually pretty good. So I'll just keep saving up money, keep saving up manpower, and we'll see what's gonna happen. I think Muscovy is coming whether we want them or not. And if they are allied with most of our neighbors, this is just gonna be awful, I can tell you that already. But what can you do? We'll face Great Perm and Muscovy, and with the forts down south and the forts in Zavolossia, it should leave us open to pillage these three provinces, and maybe then move towards Great Perm and defeat them while we still have the time. Well, we won't have that much time. I wish we had that much time, but we won't. Interestingly, these two provinces are not giving me any taxation at all, and I don't know why. Maybe that's because of the separatism? Because there is a large Oh wait, there's not. Here we have separatism, but Voloklamsky isn't either. They have 0 trauma and they have been our core since the beginning. Weird. Weird. Just a few months have passed and we got an event called Expansion into Vienna. Some of our countrymen have long ventured into the uncolonized borderland of Vienna. Recently they made an organized effort to become permanently established there and properly integrated into our country. We shall now call it one of our provinces. So we got a new province of Vienna. That's awesome. Not many people live there, honestly. Not many people live there. It's actually a very small population of, well, 56,000 is actually pretty cool. That's way more than I expected. 50,000 of those are peasants. There's 5,000 of nomads, some 1,200 nobles, and some clergy. Not that it would matter, but the population, we'll see how it develops. We'll need to core it, and we'll need to convert it, because it is not of our faith. Orthodox faith is going to be one of the things that I'm going to play heavily into, because even though that we are a merchant republic, we will be merciless in spreading our religion. So I might think of some culture ideas, definitely. Yeah, they said that the religion wasn't fully implemented though, so we'll have to wing it somehow. We'll have to wing it somehow. So Vienna is going to be converted to the true faith. Actually, we have converted in the beginning some of our provinces, so let's check out how they're doing with the whole faith thing. The Orthodox are growing, and the other are dropping. Okay, is that the same? Yeah, Orthodox, the dominant population is growing in all of our provinces. Okay, that's pretty cool. I can't say I'm unhappy about that. We could convert to Miaphysite. Really? Actually kind of cool. But on the other hand, not really. Because why would we want to do that? So, as I mentioned, we have still the 3,000. The unrest in the Ref is actually dropping, so now it's estimated to come in 7.2 years. And we have a reactionary warlord that wants to expand noble powers. Oh, he can do whatever he wants. He's not getting that though. It's 6th of January 1383, and I think we are going to now go and transfer trade power, or ask Terusa to transfer trade power to us. They will, which is good, which will improve our relations with them as well and make me a bit more happy. We do have, however, now enough money to go ahead and adopt the institution of commercialization. Now, I am torn between taking it and not taking it. The reason for this is that we are a republic, but our leader does not have any trade that would work towards that, and we really need the money for some other purposes, mostly for the purposes of being able to defeat the enemies when they eventually come and invade our land. So it's a tough call, honestly. Roleplay wise, roleplay wise I think we would do it, but for the sake of defense, we know that these guys will come. We know that they will come, and we know that we can actually attack them as well. And also would not join us, the bastards. Scoff and Great Perm would both join. Scoff, why did you abandon me? Oh wow, they would be a tributary. They would not accept vassalization. What's our relation with them? Oh, improved relations 97. Would we... they would not. Establish a tributary. Would that stop them from attacking us? I'm not entirely sure, but I think it should improve our relation, maybe? They feel threatened by us. If I proclaim the guarantee, that's gonna be way too many relations. Well, no, actually we can. We have Lithuania, we have military access given to Lithuania. It's interesting. How long till we stop hating each other? Quite some time. Quite some time, about 15 years. Aggressive expansion. Well, maybe 10 years if we keep the relations really high, but that's not going to actually help much. Sweden also hates my guts. Let's establish Pskov as a tributary. See what it's gonna do. Oh, it improved our relations. They are a tributary state now. And let's improve relations with Sweden for now. You are automatically improving relations with whom? Is that Twer? Yeah, it's Twer. You have 0. Okay, well, it's actually a good idea to improve. They're a very close neighbor. So as you can see, the map is turning slowly green. The White Horde also likes us, really. Did we improve our relations? We did, and they're an enemy of an enemy. Who do they hate? Who do they hate? Wallachia, Ryazan, Georgia, and Blue Horde. Huh. Oh hey, they're actually falling apart. There's Kazan now. Okay, room for expansion is slowly making its way out. Oh, I wish we could ally with you. That would be so awesome. I would feel much safer. September 1383, and we finished the conversion of Vienna. So, Vienna is now officially the true faith. Wait, it's not. Okay, so we converted some people. We'll need to convert more of them. Okay, good to know. So this system still works as was intended. Now we can take the second plutocracy idea. Base consultation +1. I'm not entirely sure what consultation mean. And the metropolitan influence should start increasing by 0.1. How much is it increasing now? 0.02. So let's see if that works. No explanation, I guess. Yes. Okay. Okay, it's increasing by 0.1. Good, 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 good. That's gonna drop the rest. Oh, even the bureaucratic. Damn. But at least it's dropping the nobles who have actually quite a lot of power. I'm not gonna lie. So let's continue with the conversion of the heathens in Vienna and look a bit into our future plans. This is actually a really strategic episode. There's not much happening, just peaceful time for everyone to rest. Yeah, the trauma of our provinces is dropping fairly fast. Yeah, Voloklamsky is now without trauma. The other two are doing good. You actually have a level 3 fort. That's pretty cool. Wait, does the first level... Yeah, okay. It looks like the first level gives 2. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so it's 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So they revamped that as well. Now, one thing that I wanted to do here, which might be a bit dumb in the long run, but I think we're gonna promote lesser nobility. That's gonna give nobles a bit more power over the next years. but it's gonna improve our relation with them by 20, and we can then remove their privilege. Or we could... oh, okay, what would this one do? Okay, this one gives us... Hey, I think this one is better. Employ an aristocratic statesman. We get a bit of time until the stability increase interval is done. We use 30 depot power, but we get extra relations between aristocrats and the state. They gain less power, but they gain 20 loyalty. That's actually a bit OP. So let's use that and revoke their privilege for the forestry. Wait, what did I do? Revoke the privileges. Restrict forest monopoly. Okay, I guess that one doesn't work. Or is there... what? Do we have a... Okay, there might be a timer there because it keeps popping back up, not doing anything. Okay, I'll see. I'll see how that's gonna work. So, we just got the possibility of having the 7th unit, so I'm recruiting that one in Belarus. It's gonna join our main army. It's going to be a Skotato unit as well. I will keep recruiting the camera only for the war to roleplay that we have the cavalry mostly comprising of our nobility. We now have 159 gold, so I decided what we need to do next is build a fort in Vyatka. Now I know, we're just turtling, but you know, when you imagine the forces of Great Perm invading Vyatka, we really need them to just stay there. This territory will have a large amount of attrition and slow movement as it is, so if they just get stuck in Vyatka, it's gonna be only better. So Zavolosha now has a fort. We have 2 forts down here. We have a fort in Vyatka. And if I could just find a simple, good ally somewhere, I would be just so thrilled in attacking Muscovy, but so far nothing like that is happening. We get a malaria outbreak in Kasser Ibrim. Kasser Ibrim. Here? No, it's Karga. I guess I can't see the province. I just barely can't see the province, can I? Oh, this one. Okay, malaria outbreak. I like that they added these smaller epidemics, but I have a feeling that the plagues have only been made worse. We haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen one yet, and I can tell you I'm not looking forward to that. So, anyway, that's all for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one, where we are going to continue with playing Novgorod in Meiou 3.0. So, join me then.